And then everyone's like, oh my God, freaking out. And I was like, do you know what? Let's be adults about this. Me at 14. Let's be adults about this. Got a paper towel, picked it up, got rid of it, and continued playing.
Good girl. So everyone knows now if they listen
It was
to
me,
this,
yeah.
It was you.
Yeah, 2004 down at the sports centre in Sheff. Yeah, it was me. That was my sanitary pad.
Birds, 5 birds, birds, 5 birds, birds, 5 birds, 5 birds and a mic. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to 5 Birds and a Mic, where we discuss our lives in and out of a bridal shop. This is the first ever episode, so fingers crossed it goes well and people will be listening. If not, thanks Mum. So I thought, for starting off, shall we introduce the 5 birds? And there is actually 5 of us today, which is quite nice. So let's start with me. I'm Emily. I am, oh God, how old am I? 38. I'm 38, thank you. God, that's horrendous, isn't it? Yeah. I do know how old my children are, though, so that's all right. I have 2 children, 3 and 6. I've been married to my husband for... there's a theme here of numbers, isn't there? That's not good. 12 years.
Why do I know this?
I have no idea. I don't like exercise, but I like the fact that I can eat a bit more food because of it, and I am addicted to Pepsi Max.
Yeah, you are.
It's accurate.
Horrendously.
Very accurate.
Horrendous. I don't drink very much, but I like to treat myself with a Pepsi Max in a wine glass in the evening.
Oh.
Keep it
I
classy.
used to do that with a little bit of ice in it.
Yeah, it makes me feel really special at night.
Classy.
Yeah. Special?
Yeah, like I've treated myself.
No.
Good grief.
Not in a wine
From a
glass.
It tastes different though.
It does taste different. After my 4th can, it has to be cans. It can't be a bottle. It's not the same.
Can.
Yeah. Sorry,
she's
any dentists
addicted.
out there, I'm really sorry.
She's addicted.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you liked it. I didn't realise the addiction.
There's a problem.
That was
There's a problem.
serious.
I went to the dentist and I put how many I actually drank a day, and the dentist said, well, we're going to be seeing some decay. And he spent 25 minutes trying to find some, and I literally walked out going, I can have a 6th can now.
But it doesn't have sugar.
It has no, I know, but it's the acid.
No.
Is it acidic or something?
The fizz.
It's the rotting, I think, of the insides and things. That
But
can
there's no calories, so that's
There's no
fine.
calories, so we're fine.
And
we're
once
fine.
your teeth go, you can't eat either.
Yeah, YOLO.
YOLO.
And then, so I'm Emily, and then we've got Danielle.
Hello. Do I need to talk about me now?
Yeah,
Oh,
go
just
for it.
go on. Why not?
Okay. So I'm married for 6 years. I have a little boy called Jesse. He's 3 next week. Got a
week today?
three-nager.
Is it a week today?
Week tomorrow.
Week tomorrow.
They are three-nagers.
Three-nager. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare, mate. Yeah. Just normal mum. And then I come to work and be a bit mental. Yay. I don't really know what else to say about myself.
Oh, it's
Clearly,
it's when they ask you, and what's
it
interesting
is.
about yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I can't top the Pepsi Max, can I really?
But more, don't worry, more will come out.
I mean,
as
for
the
me,
episodes go on.
if I was to choose something to go in a wine glass, it'd be wine.
That's fair enough.
Red wine.
You're a bit of a foodie as well.
I am a foodie, mate. I like food. Like, really good food, though.
Yeah.
I like to be cooked for.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Spoiled.
I like to be wined and dined.
Like restaurants.
No, like Lee.
Oh,
Lee's really
does
good
Lee
at
cook?
cooking. Yeah, really good at cooking. And I hope Jessie gets good at cooking as well. Because, like, when's the legal age that they can use an oven?
Like 14.
So is
Yeah,
that basically
yeah.
the only reason you raise an offspring is to have a chef?
Absolutely.
Very good. That's a plan and a half.
There we go. That's it. That's me.
Fab.
And
Megan?
Meggie.
Meggie?
Megan,
Megatron?
whatever you want to call me.
Megatron.
Or basically it's just me going, Meg!
When I've left pins in the curtains.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a bad trait of mine. Bad trait. I'm Megan. I moved from a little town called Bridlington into the great big world of Sheffield. And
24-hour convenience.
And I am terrified of driving. I can't drive anywhere if I've never been before in someone else's car.
And how long have you worked? It's nearly 2 years now.
2 years,
So-
yeah.
And all she knows is how to get from her home
To here.
to here.
Yeah.
That is it.
That's it.
I got diverted once and I pulled up and rang Brad and cried.
I remember when you couldn't find any parking spaces and you rang
Yeah.
us and you just literally just
Yeah.
said, I don't know where to go.
I
I'm
don't
just going to
know.
stay here.
I'm just going to abandon the car.
Do you remember that one day that I told you to park up the road because it was free, and you were like, "No, Dan, never
No.
again, absolutely not."
I got stuck.
No.
I got stuck there for about an hour and a half, and I had to drive off with the handbrake on because I was on a hill and I was so scared of crashing into the car behind me. And then I broke my car. So that is
Bad
something
day.
again. Bad day.
Sorry.
So yeah, I understand all you brides who come into the shop and say parking was a nightmare because I've been there. I understand.
Emma?
I'm Emma. I'm 29, dirty 30 this year.
Whoop,
Got
whoop.
2 kids, 1-year-old Bella and 5-year-old Oscar. Sheffield birds. Travelled around for a while with my husband. He plays ice hockey. And then obviously we came back to Sheffield a while ago, got settled, and found an amazing job here.
Well, that just like rolled off the tongue, mate. That
That's
literally
just
just
who
came
came
I
out.
just introduce myself all the time. All the time.
But what you don't, what Emma hasn't really said is that she is addicted to Zaflora. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I mean, if I could bathe all my kids and husband and dog in Zaflora, I'd be really, really content, but I can't. So
She does know
Dettol.
that you can't do that, so it's okay. Don't. No one needs to worry.
No,
She
but
will
you
not be
can
doing
give
it.
people Dettol baths. It is safe.
What?
You can put a little bit of Dettol in a bath, and it is safe.
We're not advising that, by the way,
No.
and we're not suggesting that Emma does that.
Yeah, honestly, if you've been around people who've had bugs or whatever, put your kids in a Dettol bath. Good to go. If they've been
Wow.
touched by people who you don't trust, Dettol bath.
So if you ever go to Emma's house, you will be greeted in a hazmat suit, yellow, and you will be sprayed and go through a vacuum area.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it not like if you got bleach on your fingers and it wears away some of your fingerprints?
No, just kills
mean,
the
she's not bathing in
kills
bleach.
bacteria.
No, that's very true.
Just a
I've
little bit of Dettol.
Just a capful.
just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Just a little bit of Dettol. Yeah.
Is it like the antibacterial like bottle, like
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
them?
yeah,
Not
yeah.
like she's there with a bath with little.
No,
We're not
How much
talking
is
about a
enough?
bleach Dettol. It's
No.
it's the
It's
the old,
it's
the
the
old
old
school
fashioned, yeah.
Dettol.
Right.
that strong
Now
stingy
I
stuff.
went-
went with aloe vera. Just
Nice.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
if
nice
you
one.
do want to
For the
feel
skin.
better.
There's a
about
lavender
it.
one as well.
Yeah,
Limited editions.
there you go.
Nice.
And then we've got George on the end.
Hello, I'm
Ooh,
George.
That was sexy.
How we do? M&S voice. Hi, I'm George. Nearly 30. Not had a midlife crisis yet. Chronically single. Sheffield born and bred. Whoop whoop. I have no hobbies. No hobbies. I drink a lot of wine.
That's a hobby.
Same.
It is a hobby. It's a
Like walking
dedication.
the
It
dog.
is.
Yeah, walk my mum's dog.
You like reading? You
Yeah.
like holidays, sunbeds?
Yeah.
Not sunbeds as in sunbeds, but holidays lying on a sunbed.
I'll take either or. You know,
Yeah.
if we can't afford an all-inclusive, I'll
Absolutely.
take I'll take £7 for a 6-minute. Yeah, I'm
There
not
we
going to
go.
say no.
Lie down. Absolutely.
No,
Well, I can
stand
stand
up.
up.
Oh no.
I don't want them bum lines.
I know what you're saying, but you know, if you just want a cheeky little 12-minute nap,
True.
it's quite nice to just.
Dan, do
What?
not fall asleep in a sunbed.
Yeah, but it turns off, Bobs.
We're not advising you to sunbeds either because we obviously know the health risks to that. So we'll move on from that. shall we?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Wear factor 50 before you go. That don't make any sense though, does it, doing that?
So in order to get to know us a little bit more, why don't we do some weird little icebreakers or the most embarrassing moments? Who wants to start with an embarrassing moment that we could actually publicly tell?
Appropriate.
Yeah.
Shall I
Go
start?
on then, Em.
So I've got a few, but the one that is able to, what I can talk about, that's not rude.
Just gonna talk into that, the mic.
Oh, am I not talking into that?
Emily got done.
Should we start that again then?
She got done.
You do.
So my embarrassing moment I can talk about was I was taken on a really nice, amazing date to a spa. This was the first time I'd ever been to a spa, and it was only a second date, so obviously full glam.
Wow,
Before
what a
I went,
guy.
yeah.
Wow.
You liked him, you were
Full
making
glam.
an
I
effort.
liked him, made a bit of an effort. As I said, never been to a spa, so just went with the flow. Went to the sauna room. He was like, "Let's go in the sauna." Yeah, babe, sounds great. Laid in the sauna, and I soon realised the effect of what a sauna does. And I had put false eyelashes on for this date. And I had to I knew I'd laid on my front, which I don't know why I did that. So when as I pulled my head up to then get up, realised the eyelashes were definitely not on my eyelids and were somewhere else on my face. And I had to kind of casually try and slide them back onto my eyes, casually. Or rip them off. What do you do? Not off my eyelids, because they weren't on my eyelids. They were high up, much higher up.
Brows.
So then had to just take them off, which obviously, you know, leaves you with mole eyes then, doesn't it?
Yeah, like Kermit.
Because your own eyelashes that you might have are now very condensed with eyelash glue.
Yes.
And just kind of try and casually hide this and just swipe them down my face like I'm wiping something away, and then reveal that I've got no eyelashes at all now. And look even shitter than ever.
And to this day, Emma wears eyelash extensions.
Yes, so from now on, therefore, will always pay someone else to give me decent eyelash extensions.
Well, when we went to Espada, didn't we, for my birthday a few weeks ago?
That's what jogged
And
the
you
memory.
had a limit of how long you'd stay in the sauna.
Yeah, you did.
You
Just
kept
in
panicking
case
about
the
it.
my eyelashes still
Traumatised
there.
you.
That's it. Heavily indented. So yeah, don't go to saunas with false eyelashes on a date. I wouldn't be bothered now.
I love how you just give advice out, Emma.
Thank you. Very wise.
Who else wants to go?
I can't repeat a lot of mine. I mean, the crackers, I'll tell you afterwards, but I can't. There's one. I mean, it must have been 14, 15, but it still mortifies me to this day. Played field hockey at the time. It was summer camp, having a great time. It was my time of the month. This is the route we're going down. And I'd not got the tampon provisions in, so we'd just gone with a good old sanitary pad. Can't beat it. Good wing.
Classic.
Long. You know, yeah, comfy.
Like a night one.
Yeah, because I were running about. I were going to be lunging, you know, so I thought, let's
Proper
get full
back to front,
coverage.
right?
Yeah, full
Yeah,
coverage.
there we go.
And that were fine, but that were back in the day when 6 weeks holiday with like 24 degrees, you know, running about, some nice looking lads there, you know, lovely. And it was lovely until I'd sweated so profusely that it just slid out of my skirt. So then I was still playing the game. I had the ball, and for once I were getting quite near to goal. I was like, oh my God, I'm actually going to end up playing for GB. I'm a queen. Running up, no one was chasing me. I was like, I'm so fast. This is amazing. Look how good I am. It wasn't until I realised everyone was just kind of stood round in a circle looking at the sanitary pad that had appeared on the pitch. Now no one had seen the drop.
So did you own up to it?
Absolutely not. No, I stood there and I joined in.
Whose is
And I was like,
that?
oh my God, like who would wear
Who
something
leaves
that
that?
big? I was like, oh, girls, if you need anything, like if it's any of you girls, like I've got a spare one in my bag, like don't be embarrassed by it, it's fine. And then everyone's like, oh my God, freaking out. And I was like, do you know what? Let's be adults about this. Me at 14. Let's be adults about this. Yeah, got a paper towel, picked it up, got rid of it, and continued playing.
Good girl.
So everyone knows now, if they listen
It was
to
me,
this,
yeah.
it was you.
Yeah, 2004
Owning it.
down at the
Own
sports
it.
centre in Sheffield. Yeah, it was me. That was my sanitary pad. Proud of it.
There we are.
What can we do?
Women power.
Exactly.
I really just wasn't expecting that.
No, I wasn't at all. That was brilliant.
Oh God.
Oh.
Meg?
Oh, I was about 17 and we had a house party, and this was at the time when hangovers didn't exist, and I genuinely thought I was just one of the people that was never going to get a hangover, which was amazing. So drank a lot, was sick a lot, and I was starting my first ever shift at Iceland at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd spent about 3 hours of that morning already continuing to get rid of the alcohol that was in my body. And I just thought, I'll be fine. Got to work, couple of times in toilet, thought that's great. I'll just sit on the till, I'll ignore it, everything will be okay. Doors opened, everyone, you know what they're like at Iceland, they all run in. Sat on the till, queue starts forming, and I can feel it coming again. And there was nowhere to escape. Once you're in them tills, you were in them tills. There's nowhere to go. And there was only a little waste basket next to me with holes in that I turned into, threw up in front of all the paying customers and just had to walk away down the aisle with my basket of sick.
Your leaky basket.
Yeah,
Leaky
that
basket.
was leaky
leaking
basket.
all over
Leaky
the
basket.
aisles?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look. I just left.
Forever.
I just left.
Did you never go back?
No, that was my first shift. And the person who hired me was the person who I had a house party at the night before. So I couldn't even lie and say I was ill. I just had to accept it. So disciplinary.
Well, he should have taken some responsibility for that.
No, she wasn't there.
Oh.
No, we did it without her being there.
Oh.
Not a great time. Not a great time.
That's
Very
a small
embarrassing.
town to say that you
Very
had a party
embarrassing.
with the person that had,
No, we knew
employed
her.
you.
Have you
Right,
ever shopped
sorry,
at
right,
Iceland
okay.
again?
No.
Well, you didn't talk about this in your interview.
Didn't think it was a very strong point for getting a job.
No.
Looking around, making sure that all the bins haven't got any holes in. We're safe here.
I always have to have an exit point, and I just couldn't get away from that till. So that was my bad. That was a bad time.
Your embarrassing day. I don't know. I don't really. I know it sounds daft, but you know when you don't get as embarrassed when you're a bit older. So this is what I can remember, but I think I got embarrassed by it because I always used to get bants for it. Like I got a lot of stick for this, and stick is quite a prominent word, right? Okay, so I was a drummer when I was younger, and we were doing a gig for a friend's birthday. So we hired out Corporation, Sheffield. Oof, nice. And we were in the downstairs bit, and we were getting all set up. So the first people that are on do the sound check first, blah blah blah, and go down. And this one particular time, because I thought it was just chill, because it was just friends, there's not going to be many people there, I didn't bring extra sticks, and that's what you should do. But I'm quite particular. I've never dropped a stick. What I mean by that is like you're doing,
You drum
and it drops,
Yeah.
it goes. So obviously it comes up. We were first on because we were like 14 or whatever we were. I can't even remember. So we were on. We were doing a good set. Blah blah blah. And enjoying ourselves all in front of our friends. So there was no like paying customers. It was just mates. So it was just a bit of a laugh. Sorry, just a bit of a laugh. Sorry. And then got to a really good song, one that I really enjoyed. And you know when you enjoy a song, you go a bit mental, don't you? You start like having a really good time with it. I didn't just drop the stick. I threw it. It went. And it was still on the stage, but because it was black, I was like, where's it gone? Where's it gone? I had to get up, stop playing, so it just went very, very tinny, just a little bit of bass, picked up my stick and then sat back down, had to look at all the girls going, sorry, I'm sorry. Then started playing again, but then at the end of it, everybody was like,
Oh,
do you know what I mean? I was like, and that was me.
Playing the song down.
I was
Oh,
like,
wait, sorry, you've got
right,
no
you
stick.
can't do it. Can't
Is that
do
what
it.
you got?
They were like, oh, why don't you be like Def Leppard? Auntie, you got one home. I was like, oh, wow. Really? Thanks. I was very young, and I think I had a little cry in the toilet after.
Oh, God, and that's
In Corp toilets.
Toilets
Corp
as well.
toilets.
That's
I was
when
like,
you
oh,
know
I've
you're,
let
you're
everyone
absolutely
down.
wounded.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I still have to deal with that when I see that group of friends, like every time.
Where's your sticks, mate?
That's it. Have you brought your extras? Got your spares?
Oh.
So that was my embarrassing little night. Sorry.
Come on, Emily.
Well, I can't really give you. I'm a bit similar. I haven't really got things that make me that embarrassed, and I seem to be able to style things out or hide it. But then
You do style things out quite often.
I can style stuff out and make it look like things were on purpose or weren't ever
Yeah.
me. I can avoid stuff. I do remember when I was my first week at university, and we were in the queue for Republic, also known Gatecrasher. May
R.I.P.
it rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Oh,
Gatecrasher.
yeah.
Republic on a Friday night, and we were
Yes.
waiting in the queue for what's felt like 45 minutes. Now, anyone that knows me knows when I need to go to the toilet, I need to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
I cannot.
It's like a
hold.
30-second call.
It's almost like an amber warning that goes straight to red. I have to go. I have no. It's just nothing there.
Numero 1 or numero 2?
Number 1.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
But
Just
we were
before
full.
you carry on with the story.
No,
just
we were full
checking.
to
Everybody was
bursting.
thinking 2
That's
on
a-
that as well. We all just went, oh, right. Okay.
No, that's a different story.
We'll wait till further down the
Yeah,
podcast line
maybe.
before we
Maybe. And we were standing in the queue. There was about 3 or 4 of us. Again, didn't really know anybody still because it was Freshers Week. So we were trying to act really cool. I had my jean skirt on, and I was sussing out where I could go, and there was nowhere to go. I didn't know where to go. I didn't want to lose my space. I didn't know the people enough to know what to do. So I just weed
Yeah.
Oh.
Been there, mate. Been
in
there.
the queue.
Yeah. Good girl.
Ooh.
So did you like?
I was
move
at the
your
back of the
knickers to
queue.
one
No,
side?
no,
Oh.
no.
You just
spread it
stand and
out.
let
I
it
was wearing
happen.
a
Weed
skirt.
yourself or actually prepared for it and squatted down?
No, just stood.
You
Just stood and pissed
legs
It's the
out.
most
Slight-
discretionary way to
slightly
do it.
legs apart and weed, and it just went all the way down the queue, and everyone stood very much like George. When they started to realise what was happening, I had to get involved. Be like, oh my God, who is that? And there wasn't really anyone behind me, so I had to be a bit like, what on earth? And then after a while, I think people started to know it was me, but I still carried on as if it wasn't even me.
Oh my goodness.
It was awful. I now know, and I still feel like the bird where people were whispering and thinking it was she did it, and I was still trying to act it out. And really, I should have just gone, yes, it was me. I'm really sorry. I couldn't help it. And if anyone knows what Republic is like, it's on a hill, isn't it?
Yeah, go, yeah.
So the queue where you
course.
stand is on a hill, so
Yeah.
it went all the way down
To be fair,
the
though, there was
bouncers.
nowhere that you can run away to round there.
to the door and to the doorman. So the
No.
doorman is standing there asking my name, and
Pissy pants Emily.
well, no, I got in and then
That's
just
my new name.
put the knickers in the bin, and that was it. Off I
Yeah,
went.
job's
Yeah.
done. Had a good night.
Yeah. I think everybody knew it was me, but then there was just not really that air of, yeah, there's me.
Love
That
it.
was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was awful.
They were all pretty bad though.
Yeah, actually, it's making me have clammy hands again.
Yeah,
thinking
thinking
about it.
about it.
Reliving it.
Yeah. So reliving things. Shall we do nice things now rather
Yeah.
than lasting things?
Yeah.
What's everyone's proudest moment then? What would everyone say is their best day of their lives? Anyone got a best day of their life?
Should really say like giving birth, but I mean there was a lot of pain with that, wasn't there? So can't really say that was the best day. Should really say getting married, but you know, it's a lot of stress and anxiety.
Go on then, Dan. What's your best? It doesn't matter what your best day is. You're not going to be
I don't
judged.
know. This might sound really cheesy, but when we went to Bridal Wear Awards,
Oh, and you won your
Yeah.
award.
You got your
Yeah.
that was a good
award.
day.
Yeah.
That was a good day.
Mm.
Yeah,
It was a
you'd
nice day.
relive that moment.
I think
over
Yeah.
it
and
was
over
more
again,
like,
wouldn't
it's like recognition for like hard work and stuff, isn't
Yeah.
it? And it's like, oh, kind of am
you? Yeah.
all right at my job.
A little bit
Mm.
sick at what I do.
Yeah.
Good. You should
Yeah.
be.
So
Yeah.
sorry, Lee. Sorry, Jessie. I do love you both, but obviously love me a little bit more.
Feeling good.
Feeling really,
Feeling
really
myself.
up there today.
Go on
yeah,
then,
that's
Meggie.
me.
Thanks, Dan. Meggie?
So I don't really have a best day. It was just a best time. And I think it was, you know, in them space of that few months, I think it was getting my degree, you know, and then getting this job and moving away. Because I'm from Brid and I am a home bird. I never thought that I would end up leaving or moving away. I'm not lucky enough to have family in different areas. And I was like, oh, it'll never happen. I didn't move away to uni. And then I got this job and it was a bit of a, oh, okay, I can't commute 2.5 hours every day. And me and my partner took the big leap and moved. And I can't say I expected it to last. It was one of them of, let's see what happens. And now I could never imagine going back. Because I think it was them couple of months in my life where everything changed so quickly. But thank God it did, because I just can't imagine ever being anywhere else now. So I think that's probably...
Yeah, that's
like the
lovely.
proudest I've been.
Yeah.
I just never expected to
Like
to
proud
achieve
of yourself.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So you can do it.
Yeah.
Take the big leap.
Emma?
My proudest moment probably when Oscar met Bella.
Oh,
When he- yeah,
that's
when-
lovely.
I think when Oscar came to hospital and
Yeah.
met Bella for the first time, and he held her, and just seeing them both together. And obviously I was still in that bubble that, you know, when you've had the baby and you're still like very hormonal, but everything's so like, if you could
like
sell that
euphoric,
feeling,
isn't it?
you'd
Yeah.
get millions and millions for it. And when he came in his little school uniform with my mum, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he was looking for blood everywhere. Yeah, because he was in a hospital.
lad, right?
He was looking like everywhere to see if he could find a tiny bit of blood, but there was no blood obviously in the room. But yeah, and then he sat on the chair and he held Bella for the first time, and then it was like, wow, like, can't believe, like, we've made these two little humans
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, that's nice.
So yeah, that's my moment.
Love
That's nice.
Cheese on toast.
G?
I don't think I have a proudest moment. I think I just have periods. I have proudest periods.
That's not really a word you should use based on your advice.
I mean, I am proud of my periods. They're pretty epic. No, I think I have. Yeah, there's just chunks of time in my life where I'm just a bit like, yeah, do you know what? I'm glad everything worked out that way. There's nothing specific for me. Obviously, my niece being born was pretty epic day. I worked elsewhere and I was at one of the other sites' Christmas parties with a guy that I was kind of seeing at the time. And then I got the WhatsApp messages, you know, baby's just come out, you know how fresh that is. She were purple, she looked like that kid off Charlie and Chocolate Factory. But obviously I'd had quite a few vinos, so I'm like running around showing everybody, I'm like, my niece has just been born, and everyone's like, oh, what is that? No. I mean, that was quite a nice evening. I was like, I'll get a train back now. My mum was like, it's 1:15 in the morning. Tree boots.
Yeah. Can't
See
do
you
anything.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, I think there's just sections of time that
I'm just content.
very content.
Yeah.
And I think that's enough for me. We'll get there. I'll have a proud day.
You do have proud
You
days.
do.
It is weird though. I think it's right. You can have snapshots like you could pull out birth of your children or whatever, but I think it's moments, isn't it? It's that contentness that
Yeah.
being proud brings.
Yeah.
So I love moments that make me feel really proud when I feel like I'm winning at life is when my children aren't arguing with each other.
Yeah.
And they're cuddling or stroking
Yes.
each other or
Yeah.
they're holding each other's hand. So my son goes to rugby on a Sunday. I've managed to get all my work done, and he invited Elizabeth over to sit with him, and he put his arm round her and told her what to do. And that was my moment where I thought, oh, I'm raising quite nice children.
Yes. Yeah.
And then 2 minutes later, they started arguing with each other over a ball. So the moment was very, very short.
See, I'm like that
It
when
was short.
if Brad comes home and washes up without me asking, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I've just created this amazing boyfriend. And then he never does it again. But for that one time, I felt very proud of him.
Brad, if you're listening, more washing up.
More washing up, that's all I'm asking for.
Shall we move on to some random would you rathers?
Yes.
Yes.
Should we do a random little
Yeah,
thing
love
now?
You're really
Yeah.
excited
Love
about
it.
this.
I am really
You're
excited about
really,
this.
You know what the questions
Because
are.
I do, but one of them is really, really good. But it seems really random, but I think it's brilliant.
They're the best ones.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Would you rather your
We're just
own...
shouting this out.
Yeah. How do
Shall
you
we?
just
And
shout
then
this out?
surely then we have to explain our... There has to be rules to this. Surely there must be rules to
Right,
this.
go around one by one, give your answer and why.
Okay, should we do it like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
Right.
it.
Would you rather your only mode of transport be a donkey or a giraffe?
Giraffe.
Amazing.
Oh, easy.
I love a giraffe. Who doesn't like giraffes?
He's got a very long neck, mate.
Exactly. You could
Imagine.
go right up on that
Have
neck.
you not seen
Have you
Hangover
seen them
3?
in
In person?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They are bigger than you think.
Absolutely.
I'm scared of heights, mate.
where
There'd be a
would you keep
donkey.
it?
Where would you
Donkeys
keep the
don't-
giraffe?
Yeah.
Where would I keep him? Oh, I don't know. We'd have to like go in sideways in garage, wouldn't I?
You don't,
know what I
you're not
mean?
going to get. Yeah, you got to think about them smaller lanes, mate. I'm going with a donkey.
Logistics,
Yeah.
Mine's
the
donkey.
logistics of it.
Donkey
Mine's
all the way.
donkey.
I love donkeys.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Me too.
Got
I've
the
not
best
thought about my
Irishes.
They
answer.
have. Oh, they're
I'd
so
still
cute.
no, I'd still giraffe it.
I like the
It's got them
colour of
little
them
horns
as
at top.
well.
You can hold on like a space hopper.
So
Would
you go
sit-
you
would
go
you
right
sit
to
on
the
the
top
back?
then?
Why would you
Absolutely, get some
like
views.
sliding it down like a fireman's pole?
Sorry guys,
I'll
I'm
be
late
down
for
in
work.
five.
I got stuck at top at giraffe.
Do you think this is why she gives me a lift to work?
Yeah.
Because she likes giraffes.
Yeah,
You like tall things.
that's it.
Is that the only reason? I'm donkey through and through, me.
Yeah.
A nice
They're
grey
a bit
donkey.
smelly though, aren't they?
Oh, they're so
donkeys?
cute.
Oh, they
They're
stink,
cute.
but they make up for it. I feel
Bless
like they're
them.
friendly.
They're much more
enough.
useful than a giraffe.
We'd adopt
no, but I
them,
don't
though,
think they
wouldn't
could
we?
handle it.
We'd
They
adopt a
couldn't handle
donkey.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen them adverts about donkeys.
Oh,
Pack horses, mate. They're strong things.
yeah, they are.
Oh yeah,
strong.
but you know, let's just take a giraffe out of the wild and
I'm
ride
just
that
gonna
to work.
I'm just gonna safari the life out of
Irish
it.
PCA would be right on your tail.
They wouldn't catch her. She's too high up.
Yeah. There's a woman on Ecky Road on a giraffe.
Hung on to its horns right at the top.
Oh,
Right,
I'm
next.
sticking with it.
Your next one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have to wear a wedding dress every single day or a swimming costume every day?
Swimming
dress.
costume.
Swimming costume.
Right, can we just discuss? Can we wear something on top of the swimming costume?
No.
No,
Wedding
That's the
dress.
whole point of the
Well,
the
you'd be a bit bloody
comparison.
cold.
I look good in a swimming cosy.
And I don't, and that's why I'm sticking with my wedding dress. There we
Swimming
go.
costume. Couldn't deal with a wedding
Dress it
dress.
up, dress it down.
Get
Yeah.
bustle up. All right, aren't you?
Can I live in Spain?
Yes, I would live abroad
Yeah,
to have
I'd
the
live
swimming
in it because
costume.
I
Yeah,
would
I'd wear a
genuinely
swimming
live in a
costume
Well,
bikini.
abroad.
that wasn't.
That
Yeah,
wasn't that.
abroad.
Yeah, you
Oh,
didn't
Dan,
give
you've
us
got to
that.
start thinking into your questions more.
I thought it was quick fire.
Yeah,
so I'm just
snapping
saying
into it.
it. I'm
And
just
then when
saying
you got to
it.
explain it, it's like,
Oh, okay.
Although you would get stares, wouldn't you? If you walked from Mad, you get stares either way, wouldn't you? If you're
Yeah.
Well,
swimming
what
costume
you
on?
know, but even if you're on holiday, you still got to put a t-shirt on to go to shop.
No.
So you've messed up there, guys.
No.
Yeah, but
I'm
wedding
there
dress.
having my calippo, and you're all outside going, I can't eat out.
they haven't specified what sort of swimming costume. I'm thinking full-blown diving gear. You can go into a shop with one of them on. Pair of
Very
heels
hot,
at night.
mate.
Wow, scuba
Very
You'd
hot.
be
Steve, right?
boiling there, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I know,
you
but-
would.
To do the shop, I'd do it for the shop.
But then it's one swimming suit to
To choose.
for life.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it
Not
one?
a wardrobe of different
won't have a
swimming suit
wardrobe of
options.
changes.
Oh, think about
One
the
swimming
timelines.
suit.
It don't matter about tan
Doesn't matter
lines
about
because
choosing.
you're
You're
never
going
gonna
to
have
take it off.
Oh, I don't like that.
Imagine my tan lines in my wedding dress, Paul.
Just be one. I mean, it'd just be bright white.
White.
You'd match your dress.
I would.
Right, you ready for another one?
Mhm.
Yes.
Would you rather have skin that changes colour based on your emotions or tattoos that appear all over your body depicting what you did the day before?
Tattoos.
Tattoo.
Body colour. What, you'd like a big giant poo?
What?
Of all the things that could have come out of your mouth, and you go for that. You go for the toiletries straight off
Could
the
you
bat.
imagine?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
movement.
absolutely, I
Just
can.
like a poo on your head.
Just
It wouldn't be on my head,
It
would
would be
it?
could be,
everywhere.
you can't
everywhere.
decide.
You
That's
can't decide.
fine.
It just comes all over your
As
body.
long as it's done in a very tasteful,
Oh,
artistic manner, I don't
What
care.
kind of poo's tasteful?
If it's like an etching.
Or your skin changes colour.
Oh, your skin changes colour based on your emotions.
Because like a mood ring. I'd do that.
Yeah, it's like a traffic light
Yeah.
saver, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tattoos.
Would you go for
Tattoos.
tattoos?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd change.
Because I don't
my
have to
colour.
explain
I'd
You
change
wouldn't
my
myself.
have to
You'd be
do
like,
this
"What's
job,
that?"
would
Because
you?
what if, like Meg said, you had diarrhea and vomiting all day the day before?
It's going to make a great
I'd put a
illustrative
jacket
tattoo.
on if wherever it popped up.
To be fair, if you
Like
were
Invisible Man with
poorly and you were
bandages
saying
over.
I was really ill yesterday, look at
Can't
my
lie
tattoo.
about it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Can't lie
Yeah.
about
Go
it.
to doctors.
Yeah,
Can
you'll
I have
be able
sickness?
to
I've been
lie.
really ill.
It's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, I think I'd do
Colour.
colour.
No.
Yeah.
No, my mood changes too fast. My skin, it just
You'd be like a
What would
disco ball.
Yeah,
what
it
would
would.
you wear as well?
It'd
Yeah, you
constantly
couldn't.
clash.
You couldn't. Yeah.
Black goes with everything. It's fine.
True,
I
true.
just live in black.
But you could also, you could also make a living out of being a disco ball, couldn't you? At a party,
Yeah.
just get people coming up to you and saying rude things.
Yeah.
Stick.
Oh.
She's gone
now
now.
she's red.
No, I'd
Sad
be like a
blue.
really sad blue.
Would you rather randomly time travel plus or minus 20 years when you fart, or teleport to a different place on Earth every time you sneeze?
The
How'd
first one I'd
how'd you
fart.
get back?
No,
Oh, you stuck
you'd fart
there.
again.
I don't know.
Wait,
I
it's
don't
random.
No, I
It's on
don't-
shuffle mode, isn't it? So you just bounce. It's
You
like
just
like
continuously
Family Guy,
bounce.
where you just bounce because it's on shuffle.
To be fair, you don't sneeze as much as you fart, do you?
I don't know. It depends on what type of person you are.
I won't want to sneeze and wake up in
somewhere
like,
else.
There's a few places in the world I wouldn't want to be right
You can't
now.
sneeze when you're when you're asleep. That's the thing. You can't sneeze when you're asleep. You know.
No, but you can sneeze when you're awake.
Yeah, no, but you
Where's-
wouldn't
where
wake
are you
up.
going with that, Dan?
You
I
can
was saying
stop
like
a
you wouldn't wake up
sneeze.
somewhere different.
No,
That's
so
what I
you'd
meant.
know where you were
So
going
you'd know
when
where
you
you were going. You'd know you'd be going somewhere.
Oh, but if you farted, you could be 20 years in the future.
You
I'd
farted
go
in your
for
sleep.
time travel.
Exactly.
In your sleep.
Yeah, I would.
I'd go
Yeah.
time travel because there's some places I'm just not asked about going
Same.
to. Sneeze. Oh, I'm in Thailand. I'm not bothered. I don't want it.
Yeah,
How'd you
happy
get back
days.
from Thailand?
You don't.
You have to
you're
wait
there.
until
You
you
have to wait to
sneeze
sneeze
again,
Oh,
and
there
then
you
you
go.
could end up in
'Cause you
anywhere.
could
Yeah.
force the fart
And
out,
imagine if you
couldn't
had a
you?
right
Yeah.
bad run and you sneeze and you're like, oh Christ, I'm in Thailand.
Yeah.
Here we go, we're on beach. Yeah, loving life. Let me get a sedated tiger. Sneeze. Boom, oh, we're in Russia. Well, I'm not dressed for this.
Yeah.
Where's the currency?
Well,
what
would
am
you
I
still be in your
doing?
swim
Yeah.
costume or your wedding dress? You know, it could be
I'm going to
either
be in
or,
me,
couldn't it?
exactly. It's
Gonna
an
be in
absolute
a
Swimming suit, aren't you?
with all my tats out.
We
It's
are
a logistical nightmare.
But you can hold your sneeze more than a fart.
I can keep them
You
in.
can stop a sneeze straight away.
You can.
I'd rather time travel. It's exciting then.
Time
isn't it?
travel's
Yeah,
fun.
we'd be
can you-
so clever as
imagine
well,
having
wouldn't
to-
we?
Imagine stopping a sneeze every time you needed one, though. That sensation of needing a sneeze
I love a
and then
sneeze,
never
I
being able to
know.
actually sneeze. That would kill me more than the time travel.
But then you'd get used to it, wouldn't you? So you'd let yourself sneeze when you were bored of where you were. Like, I'm ready to go now.
Spend a
I'll
lot
wait
of money
for me
on
a
flights
tube.
back, though, wouldn't you?
But that would be easier than
is
time
hilarious.
travelling.
Yeah.
Because then you
I'd
can
have
never
to go
get
with
back.
that. Thinking of the easier option, it's going to have to
I'm
be that
time
one.
travel, and I'd learn how to control my sneezing so then I could control my travelling.
Yeah. Could you imagine
Fancy
if
an
one of our
holiday.
brides
A
had to choose this and they'd either fart or sneeze and they'd disappear at the altar? Oh, God. She's farted.
Yeah,
She's
you could never
gone
hide a
home.
fart, could you? You
No.
could never hide a fart because
No.
you'd be gone. So they'd be like, well, she's
Yeah.
just farted.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter because you wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Or
Bye.
you could be there
Bye,
in
you leave
20
the
years'
smell.
time.
I'm going to say, here's another thing. Does the smell follow you? Or does it stay in the
where
room?
you
It stays
were?
in the time that you are. It stays
That's
in the
it.
time.
Well,
stamp
that would
you
just
were
be
in.
wonderful, wouldn't
Wouldn't
it?
it? You take
Yeah.
it with you.
Do you stay in your own timeline? Would you stay in your own time? Would you stay in the same place when you went? So if you farted, would you go? If you were on your wedding day and you farted, you go 20 years ahead.
Yes, you have to stay on your own timeline.
So would you? Do you age when you're 20 years?
No.
So you're the same person. So
Yes.
then, so do you disappear out of that timeline?
No, so if you, let's get Doctor Who on this. So if it was a case of you stayed on your timeline, I'm at the altar. That's laughable, isn't it? I'm at the altar, a little pump comes out and I go 20 years into my own future. Myself that I've left in that starting point, if you want to call it, will continue that life. But
Does
my
it?
conscious will go 20 years ahead.
So are you sitting watching yourself get married then?
No, because my conscious
She's
would be
in her
20 years
head.
ahead, so I'd be watching from a distance at that point, so I could never go and interfere with me 20 years. But I would be watching me. Does that make sense?
But you can see the wedding photos.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
you can
yeah.
relive it on
I
a
can have
video.
an above at fence. Are we still together? How
Or
many
if you're
kids?
not, and you're at that wedding, it says, does anyone say again? What's the words that people? I should know this.
Object
shouldn't I?
to this.
Object.
You can go,
Well, no, we don't want that, do we?
me. Off you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
So you could do it, and you can orchestrate it, and then leave again,
yeah. Go
knowing
f-
what your
yeah.
future looks like.
Exactly. And then you just go again, jump back 20 years and be like, oh, gee, no, sweetheart. No, he never washes his car. He don't know where you keep Hoover and keep an eye on his friend Sally. So,
Yep.
save yourself a lot of hassle.
Such an in-depth conversation.
I like it. Right. Last one. Would you rather only be able to use a fork for the rest of your life or a spoon for the rest of your life?
Well, it's easy for me, innit? I only use a fork. Don't like my spoons.
You bloody weirdo.
Do you use forks with porridge?
Well, no, not currently because I have the option of using a spoon. But if I didn't have the option, I'd definitely give up a spoon.
This is a woman who uses a spoon for a chocolate mousse.
And
You'll
ice
wrap your head
cream.
around her.
And ice cream.
Yeah,
Ice cream.
yeah. Any form of dessert.
Do you know
A
what?
fork
Do you know
with
what
a
I'll eat
fork.
ice
Use
cream
the
with?
fork.
Yeah.
A small sieve. That's effectively what choice you're making.
Yeah.
No, because they have that little solid bit, don't you?
The
That you
teeny
can
tiny
take it.
solid bit.
Or
the frozen
you could
bit,
turn
mate.
it over, use the end of the fork to dip in and eat.
Just use a spoon, mate.
Why
Well,
wouldn't you
no,
just
we
have
ain't got the
I'd
option, have
choose a
we?
spoon for
Spoon all the
the
time.
I'd have a
time.
It's more of a useful utensil.
Because you can stab
about
like
soup?
knife
Just
like
drink it.
with a spoon, can't you?
Yeah, you can use it like a knife.
Yeah, if you cook your steak right, you can cut it with a spoon.
And you can cut it with a fork.
No, mate, it's too
What about
prongy.
soup? What if you really fancied a nice soup or a stew?
Put it in a mug and I'd drink it.
Well, to be fair, that's very clever. She's been in this situation too many
She's tried
times.
to argue her use of a fork too many
she
times.
has. This is a
I've made my
practice
case.
now.
She has.
What do you reckon then, Dan? What would you do?
I think I would spoon it.
Love a good spoon.
Everyone loves a good
Well,
spoon.
like, if you're having your
Spooning needs to
coffee,
fork in.
like, how many forks of coffee do you need?
Well,
Do
it
you know
just
what I mean?
come
Like,
out.
it just
You
comes
wouldn't know what's
out.
in there till you made
Absolutely.
it.
What if you're baking a cake and you need like
do-
a teaspoon of something? How many forks is that?
I don't know, just
Well, you'd have to
pour
write
it.
Do you
your
know
own
what I'm saying?
conversion.
I don't
wouldn't you?
measure. I don't measure.
You don't measure?
No, just dip it in.
Oh.
As long as it's got a load of sugar.
Dip it
tastes
in.
okay. I didn't mean to say dip.
Dip.
Chuck.
Oh.
Spit.
Oh.
Flick.
Oh, wow.
If Megan
Stop
ever,
it, Meg.
ever
Oh my
offers any of you
goodness.
any kind of baking, don't
No,
take
I'm
it. Don't take it. That's not glaze.
She's gonna fork it up, isn't she? Don't offer her a
Sorry.
stick.
Sorry. Too soon. Too soon.
It was like 20 odd years ago. No, it wasn't that long ago. I'm not that. No. Don't know how old I am.
So that is the end of the first episode.
We did it.
We did
We
it.
survived.
Made it.
Yeah.
My
I
stomach's
think that was all
rumbling.
right. Is your stomach rumbling?
Yeah, you've been hearing mine. Can you hear mine?
I can. To be fair, yeah, I can hear it.
I think my stomach's going to pick up on the mic.
Well past lunch.
Is it lunchtime? It's got to be lunchtime.
yeah.
Lunchtime.
Oh
Should
my
we do
god.
it?
Yeah, it's
See you
lunchtime.
next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.